One day the fin controller arrived at the sheds. 6 little engines gathered round and listened to him anxiously. "Today is the anniversary since Elephant Park Station first opened," he said. "There is to be a party to celebrate the anniversary hosted by Sir Topham and Lady Hat. Now I'll need someone to collect them from the station this afternoon." "Oh, sir, please, sir," cried the engines excitedly. The fin controller chuckled. "You can't all collect them," he laughed. "Peter Sam, you will collect the hats." "Oh, yes, sir," said Peter Sam happily. After the fin controller left, Sir Handel started to frown. "What's so special about Elephant Park Station anyway?" he grumbled.
"Well, because of the attraction," replied Peter Sam. "The elephant statue, of course, hence the name Elephant Park Station."
"Nonsense," snorted Sir Handel. "I'm a grand attraction on this railway, and I don't get a station named after me." "Actually," said Skarloey, "it's special because it was the first station on the Skarloey Railway to be built after the Mid-Sodor Railway closed, and the elephant in the lake was actually an accident." "Whatever do you mean, Skarloey?" asked Sir Handel.
"Please tell us about it,"
begged Peter Sam. So Skarloey did. Well, he began. It all began when the Mid-Sodor Railway had finally closed. You two had just been brought, except for Duke, of course. Our drivers told me and Reneus about the closure in private, but they also told us about a new line and station which were being built.
"The fin controller, Mr. Percival, has brought you both and 2 more engines," they told us.
"He wants you two to help construct a new line before the other 2 engines arrive. A 3rd engine from the mainland will be brought to help too." Naturally, Reneus and I were pleased with this news and promised to give the new engines a great welcome when they arrived. But Reneus had to go away to be mended, so I was left to do all the work until the mainland engine arrived.
"I can certainly say," said Peter Sam, "that you gave me and Sir Handel a great welcome indeed."
"So who was this 3rd engine then?" asked Sir Handel. "Well," said Skarloey, "it was Duncan." Sir Handel and Peter Sam were surprised. "You mean to say that Duncan was on the railway before we even came?" snapped Sir Handel. "Of course this was only temporary," replied Skarloey. "Even back then he was still as impatient and troublesome as he is now." "Get a move on, Snowcut," he would say to us all. "You're so slow, I'll finish first." By then, Skarloey had gotten cross. He was still cross when he brought some trucks to the station. "Duncan thinks he's fast," Skarloey said to his driver, "but he'll soon get his comeuppance." "Better safe than fast, old boy," his driver told him. Later, Duncan popped into the station. He was feeling full of himself. "I'll finish first," he boasted. "In that case," said the fin controller, "I've got another job for you. You are to collect the elephant from the transfer yard and take it to the park station." "Yes, sir," chuffed Duncan. "The elephant is very important," added the fin controller. "You must be careful and go steady." "You can rely on me, sir," replied Duncan, and puffed on his way. When Duncan saw the elephant, he was surprised. "Oi, it's only a statue," he said. "This is an easy job."
"The statue is very heavy," said the station master, "so you must wait for Skarloey to arrive with the brake van."
"Nonsense," boasted Duncan. "I pushed heavier loads than this, plus I can brake quicker than some silly old brake van." "All right, Duncan," said his driver, "but we must be careful and go steady too." So they left, but without waiting for the brakeman to return. But Duncan was full of himself with impatience. "We'll show them how fast I am," he boasted. "Once we've delivered this statue, I'll still finish first." "Well done, old boy, keep it up," encouraged his driver. But Duncan started to speed up. "Faster, faster," cried Duncan as they started to climb the hill. Steady, old boy, called his driver. He tried to brake, but as they went downhill, Duncan was out of control. Slow down, he wailed. We're going too fast. Duncan sped by a level crossing. Help, he cried. Suddenly, a tractor trundled across another crossing. Look out, shouted Duncan's driver. Workmen then saw Duncan speeding along. Slow down, they shouted. Oh God! Duncan yelled as he sped on.
They were getting closer to Elephant Park Station. Duncan's driver applied the brakes again, but the statue flew into the air and landed in the lake.
Duncan and his crew were shaken, but not hurt. The Fin controller was cross when he arrived. I told you to be careful, he said sternly. You should have waited for the Scarlet with the brake van. I'm sorry, sir, mumbled Duncan. His face flushed red with embarrassment. After that, Scarlet concluded, everyone loves the elephant in the lake, so it stayed there ever since the accident. Silly old Duncan, Sir Handel joked. I would have been much more careful. Oh really? Replied Peter Sam. I would have loved to have seen that. Humph, grunted Sir Handel. That afternoon, Peter Sam had collected the Fat Controller and his wife and took them to the Elephant Park Station. Duncan was the last engine to arrive in the ceremony.
You know, Topper, said Lady Hat, I can see why everyone loves the elephant in the lake. It's what makes this park station special.
Even if it was a mistake, added the Fat Controller.
Hooray for Duncan's mistake,
cheered the engines. Duncan's face flushed bright red. Never mind, Duncan, whispered Sir Handel. We all make mistakes, but at least this mistake brings a great attraction to it. I guess so, mumbled Duncan in reply.